We're going to move on to our next caller, and we have Olga on the line, whose question is it okay to buy a punching bag to punch when I'm mad at my kids? Hey, Olga, say a little more about that.
Hi, Gertrude.
Hi.
Thank you. Okay, so I have three boys, and two of them are teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And even though just say hard, I try my best, and I do my best not to lose it when it can be very, very hectic when they want what they want, and they yell, and they just, no, I want it this way, and tell me what to do, and especially with 15-year-olds or 10-year-old, and
Mm-hmm.
I just, a lot of times I just lose it, and I just can't, it's very hard. So I just came to this with this idea. They make me angry. They make me really angry.
Yeah,
and so I came with this idea. I'm like, what if I buy a punching bag for the home, and then I even took it for them. Like, every time I'm mad, I don't want to hit them, because that's, like, my first instinct. Like, I try to talk, but it's not always happening. And then I'm going to put, like, the picture of the person that upset me, and I'm just going to punch the shit out of that. But then I thought, well, is that okay to do that?
Sure. No, I understand. Well, a couple things. Yes, it's okay. Absolutely. I mean, as a mom, taking care of yourself, and, we put this in the arena of your emotional self-care and getting yourself expressed and, getting, kind of the anger, channeled out and released. It in a, kind of healthy, responsible way. This is one vehicle to do that. And I mean, even when our kids were young, I mean, we taught them, and we would, when, like, they'd get mad at each other, or we'd all get mad, or that, to hit the couch and hit pillows, and we even bought there's these things like those soft bats called batakas, and we bought those. And, we have parameters, like, we'd all, like, be mad at each other, and you had to kind of hit at the legs, below, in the air, not at the face. But, it always end up turning into laughter. But, to start off with, like, you want that opportunity to just, like, get some of that out. Obviously, you want to take some of these into actual conversations with them. And when you're not in the heat of it, talk about what it is that you're angry about, and the dynamics of what's happening, and get to some response, everybody taking responsibility and closure, and those kinds of things. But in the midst of it, or in that moment, it's not always the best time. So going off and taking care of yourself, or having everybody go hit something. And we have a punching bag, and whether it's used in the heat of a moment, or just kind of general self-care for some expression, because you can it can also feel really good to hit a punching bag with a bat, if you don't have, like, gloves, and just have some release like that. But if you are continuing to find yourself in the same argument with them that's escalating like that, and it's a pattern, then you need to keep, like, kind of working at what's the dynamic, what's underneath all that, but not not at that moment. So that can give you kind of the release that can free everybody up to have the actual conversation about it. So yeah, I say go for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm really gonna do it, and I wanna just try and see what's going to happen, because I think it's going to help me, and maybe even, like, they want to punch that bag, because they hormones, and 13 and 15-year-olds, I noticed that they want to hit something, and maybe we can have a little boxing, going on in the house.
Well, like I said, said, even before you get the punching bag, like hitting pillows, hitting the bed, getting on your knees and pounding on something soft just so you're sure that, people aren't hurting themselves. Great.
Mhm. Mhm. All right. Well, thank you, Bertha. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Olga.